It's Timbersaw,
of course.
Safe
Of
lane,
course it is. Absolutely.
Maybe it's OD. We saw it earlier today when LGD were taking on Faceless. If he gets a little bit of a support, and he's got no Gamagia on his team, he's just going to get out of control.
Oh dear, Jizing, he did not expect this one. The Leshrac actually wraps around and has level 1 Edict. Quite turn out that way. Another dusted bottom lane. Monkeys Forever is going to be caught. The Pounce latching onto him, and again, Monkeys is left in a situation where he is done for, and he knows it. Very clearly need to be the aggressors at 15 minutes. Monkeys, almost going down to the last bit of Dark Pack damage. They're actually still searching for him to TP out, and he will be able to find that kill.
Like a under-leveled Kunkka, a Bounty Hunter who doesn't have a huge amount of burst damage, and a Leshrac with minimal damage output, so compLexity don't have great plays available for them to actually get pickoffs.
Oh, Moo, just so much damage comes out in a short window of time. He will be able to make the Timber Chain away, and it looks like he might escape. They're going to be able to get one more Imprison on him, and just compLexity are not here fast enough. Swindle's going to try and slow things down with a stun eventually, but just doesn't happen in time. Moo ends up going down, and now Swindle's in a bit of trouble. Victoria is going to be sniped out, canceled, gets a bit of damage on him, but it's not quite enough. Swindles will die instead.
compLexity rotations around trying to take some objectives and get pickoffs using track now.
Moo, he thought maybe he could stand one-on-one against Ame. What he doesn't expect is LGD to bring 2 more heroes into the lane. Almost gets out, a little bit of Timber Chain, a nice play from Victoria. Well-placed Chain. Does manage to finish off that Timber Saw and gives them the escape away. compLexity just a bit too delayed with the help of an imprisonment covering their retreat.
Still, so he's in no big rush to force some fights or get too involved.
Oh, they actually see Z-Freak. He thought he was going to be able to go on to Victoria, but it's the other way around. Victoria and our Nyx Assassin pop out, cancel. He's actually going to be able to, nice steal with the Shrapnel. They're going to be able to slow down cancel quite a bit. Even if Victoria gives up his life here, it's well worth it, but Imprisonment actually saves him. They're going to come in with the TP, and Moo will be able to get this kill with the Timber Chain, but now he's in trouble. If they actually manage to get a stun on him, the OD will rip him apart with that. Oh no, the Timber Chain! He has to turn around, throws out some damage, but he dies so easily.
compLexity getting punished there, not quite the outcome to that smoke gank they were hoping for.
Z-Freak, half a second away from being able to TP out. Maybe catches him, imprisons him, and with some backup coming in, maybe doesn't even need it. Gets all the right clicks. And compLexity may still be in trouble in the mid lane too. Ame's going to be leading the charge here. Swindle sees him coming, tries to get off as much as he can, but Ame just pops the ultimate. He may be stuck underneath his Chakram. Moo does get the counter kill. Victoria manages to steal Chakram, and a nice stun coming out from Jing Thing, and they manage to actually push back some of these Cole members.
Confidence, they smoke up as 4, they want to find a pick.
Yeah, I think I like this read. I think the fact that OD threw his ultimate, they think LGD's not going to push that bottom lane. Maybe they can catch someone mid, and they're almost right. Ame managed to get a good target pack pounce away, and unfortunately compLexity are now maybe a bit too deep into that tier 1 tower. One rotation from XZ might be able to catch Swindles as he's slowed down. Victoria hot on his case here. They managed to get another earn charge, but a good boat actually slows up some of these heroes. Finally, XZ does manage to close the distance, gets another stun out, but Swindles is away. It's Moo on the left-hand side, dealing with 2 of the cores. He needs to throw out a Chakram and a Timber Chain out. Just playing alongside the trees and the cliffs. LGD can't play the same game that he can.
Yeah, that's not a core that Ame really wants to chase too hard into, given his damage potential, but Moo's still being chased. And
they get a double stun here. Ame's positioning himself to maybe get enough damage. Moo has a Timber Chain, but he can't get out.
Getting even near this is absolutely impossible for compLexity, it seems.
Yeah, they seem to have no real wave clear. In fact, they're going to be able to get the initiation. And Moo just almost gets popped. The Ult Scepter goes down, but he's going to come back down just to a simple right click of maybe, and he'll still end up dying. Monkeys Forever caught in the backside, but Bounty Hunter kill. That's not really much to talk about. It's the 2 cores that died in the beginning. That's the important thing. LG, with that initiation, easily win the team fight, clean up whatever they can, and LGD seemingly in a position to take this tier 3 and maybe even force the fight around the racks.
Yeah, they're pretty good to continue fighting. They've used the Sanities, which is the main big ultimate, I mean, their main big ultimate on their team, but the farm and item advantage is so much, there's nothing compLexity can do.
And they know it too. It's just these heroes, this was a very momentum-based lineup, right, from compLexity. They had a core Bounty Hunter. You need to be able to build up those track kills, and it just didn't happen. Our analysts say compLexity have a double Fat Man strat. Leaves them free to start rotating around the map. If they can delay this Jakiro and his ability to take that tier 1 a bit longer, maybe he won't have impact in those other lanes. They're going to try and catch Swindle's heal. They do manage to get a Burrow Strike and a little bit of damage. Maybe they can actually chase him down. They do have both Moo and Z-Freak here. Zanking actually goes for the Burrow Strike, does manage to pick up the kill, and he's going to just try and TP himself away right in front of Z-Freak, though. That won't work out. He easily gets hooked up and will end up going down. Cancel is actually going to be one. Take that last hit. He's going to be very happy with it, especially if he can claim both of these kills, as he will double kill to Cancel, will make his net worth rise quite significantly.
They can tell which one it is by the colors.
Oh, he actually hooked straight onto the range creep, which will put him in range with Ame to be able to get him inside the cogs, allowing the rest of his team to be able to TP in, follow this one up, and they get the hook onto Victoria. That's going to be a nice twofer once again. compLexity moving this OD around to great success as his team kind of sets up all these fights for him to clean up kills.
Later.
Ame in some serious trouble. He's trying to get ahead of this battery assault, putting himself through the creep wave, trying to dodge some of it, juke it out, but it's not going to happen. Instead, he stops, turns, and fights, but his ultimate doesn't even land on any of the heroes of compLexity. Full creep wave gets cleaned out. Imprison actually stolen by Maybe, but he's in some trouble, or maybe it's actually the Sand King. Oh no! The hook actually snags the creep, and it's going to be Monkeys Forever, who goes down to the enemy offlaner. Cancel turns around, manages to catch Maybe, slowing him down. They should be able to start 5-manning by the 10-minute mark, but Ame's going to be caught out once again. We said compLexity have to set the tempo here, and they're doing it time and time again. Ame almost goes down. The disruption is there, and compLexity may not be able to follow this one up, especially with the stolen imprisonment. He's disappearing the Luna. Luna is going to be able to survive, and it'll be Monkeys Forever who dies instead. Ooh, the smoke does reveal Monkeys Forever. They're going to be able to. They saw that ward place too. So Monkeys Forever is going to be the target here for the imprisonment. It goes down onto Monkeys, dodging all that epicenter damage. Monkeys going to come back decently healthy and has the hook shot ready to go, stalling up the Sand King, but the disruption comes in first, and the saving grace is there from LGD, but a nice snag from Z-Freak, grabs the core, Maybe Rubik, he's going to be stalled up. No, the ice path doesn't reach. They're going to be able to hold Maybe that whole entire time, get the kill. Again, trading a core for core, Monkeys being the sacrificial lamb here to be able to ensure a kill onto LGD.
They want to force this down bottom. They know Luna has no ultimate, and they see this as a time for themselves to shine. These heroes down bottom are...
Epicenter being charged up. G-Sing will manage to come in with a two-man burrow strike right in the middle of all these heroes. The Epicenter does a decent amount of damage, but there's just not enough follow-up from LGD without their Luna. They can't finish off any of these heroes, and now it's compLexity's turn to strike back as Monkeys Forever managed to land the hook shot. G-Sing managed to get into the trees with a burrow strike, but he's still going to be countered out by compLexity as they find him with the rocket and easily bring him down and the tower.
The second one to win a fight, that gets you a lane of racks, and then by the third or fourth BKB, you want to be very clearly ahead.
Fight around the smokes, you said. compLexity are doing just that. They found a pick off, it looks like, on Victoria, and the hook onto Maybe. The Force Staff immediately goes out as Maybe tries to get himself out of here. A nice two-man burrow strike, and Maybe's trying to escape with the magic immunity of the spin, but it's just not good enough. Monkeys Forever is sitting duck until Cancel will bail him out with an imprisonment here. The damage over time may still be too much, as yes, a nuke comes out from Ame that will be able to get that kill, but Cancel diving all the way to the tier 2s. He said, damn the tier 2, I'm going to go win. We've already taken out Maybe. We'll make sure we'll get Victoria as well.
There we go. Now you're not scared of the team fight of LGD.
Yeah, certainly not, especially with that Aegis still in hand. He managed to get the imprisonment. They're trying to set up both to defend the Luna and to attack. compLexity try and go for the Luna, but meanwhile, Moo's already found G-Sing. They managed to push back the initiator, which means compLexity can go ahead and focus on Ame, but Ame may be too big. They managed to take out the OD away from that Aegis, and Moo, he's going to be tossed into Cancel. Oh no, this is disastrous. The Macro Pyre burning away compLexity the whole entire time, and now Swindles is just the cherry on top of everything else. They win the team fight against an Aegis and claim 4 kills without losing Ame.
That was one disastrous fight, could be very devastating for them.
All these heroes off map, and they know compLexity trying to stage themselves to catch this smoke, but maybe they are still going to be in some trouble. The telekinesis goes down, the missed hook as well. Cancels the first one to the target. He's going to be Omni Slash as well. He ends up going down nice and quick, and now we have the Luna streaming forward. With that ultimate, the rest of compLexity have to back away from that fight. No opportunity for payback. They lose Swindles on top of everything else, and sure enough, LGD
the Aghanims upgrade, that is absolutely...
Oh, nice quick spin there from Moo. Will manage to dodge that attempted initiation from Sand King. The hook shot actually goes in. Whoa, they already TP'd out with the Juggernaut. I don't think they're going to be able to win this fight as Z-Freak tries to hit the hook, but won't be able to finish off Victoria. Now he's going to be the victim of an epicenter. All that he hopes for is a deny from a suicide, but not even that's going to happen as they attempt to fight in a situation that was very not beneficial for Cole, that's for sure.
Now the illusion battles begin.
Oh, no, it's just snowballing against them. They don't have their full 5 up. Their tier 3's towers down. Cancel gets picked off, and LGD, they went from hitting their timing to ending this game within 2 minutes. They're going to go straight for the tier 4s because why the hell not? 45 seconds. You've got a Luna with the disruption behind him. The illusions are just going to rip these towers apart, and compLexity are going to be forced into another 4 versus 5 as soon as the pudge is up and their throne is completely exposed. It's not looking good for the boys of Cole. They're going to try and come forward, hit their double hooks, and somehow disrupt this combination. LGD playing a game against them, trying to dance away from this initiation. The hook shot goes down, manages to catch Ame a little bit, but now the disruption, and oh, Jesus, Monkeys, the physical damage, too much for him to handle. The pullback there of Z-Freak on a meat hook from Maybe, but it's not enough. They lose in the end as their throne is easily going to be victim of LGD's onslaught of pushing power. Game number 2, easily cleaned up by LGD in the end.
Execution, which kind of goes down to like how much room for error is there. Complexity's 0 room for error. One lost big team fight, and you're versing a team that has a huge team fight advantage as far as their draft goes, you lose the game.